The word at the EPA, climate change is happening. And the official line is what? It's probably not such a bad thing. That's tragic, but we can mitigate it and help species in adapting. Eric van der Werf is doing his part by chick-napping. By snatching a couple of petrels and black-footed albatrosses and taking them to a sanctuary from biodiversity losses. Don't worry though, he uses sensitivity mapping and only snatches them from places that are vulnerable to chick-napping. Just like Jesse James robbing banks where the money's at. Or like Shannon Rivera, translocation of habitat. Assisted colonization is the answer. You can trust us. It's what Shannon said when they busted her with birds in her luggage at customs. She's dedicated, the same as Anwar Hussein is when making assays of 500 species of crayfish. You wax eloquent about the caves where they live and their behavior, but try not to wax eloquent about crayfish's tastiness. No sooner had a crayfish landed on the plates of men than Fiona Spooner starts to fine-tune her global population trends. Bird populations are declining where the climate's changing. The canary in the coal mine is actually a bird. That's crazy. Fiona's findings are impressive. Climate impacts are various. But Fiona, have you considered using autocovariance? I wanted to see the data. The Q&A is straight up peer review. Did you look on every remote island using Google Street View? And capture every blade of grass, all the birds, ants, and trees? You can get a snapshot of Antarctic moss from Jasmine Lee. They can be irradiated and survive in deep space, but let's get our priorities straight. Save the tardigrades. Forget the tardigrades, I'm with Robert Rice. Save the coffee. I felt panic when I saw the productivity rates dropping. I want my coffee leaves green instead of rusted. Agroforestry is the answer. I want my coffee rustic, brewed in a tin pot with the filter as a sock. And when the ants are nearby, the rust problem tends to stop. You can check the data if you have any doubt of it. This problem is systemic. We can't breed our way out of it. With 8 billion people here, it's getting kind of intimate. So we did a pretty good job of breeding our way into it. The problem of climate change, well, those problems are complex and hard, but we should address those problems before we need assisted colonization of Mars. Sometimes addressing these problems, people are just too dense, but we can't encircle the Earth with a predator-proof fence. So, before I have to step off the stage and say later, props to everyone up here who analyzed their data.